I promise you, no matter if you learned how to do your makeup yesterday or if you've never even touched a makeup brush in your life before, you're going to leave this video thinking, yep, I can do my own makeup for prom. Hey girls, it's your girl Henja Alicia, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to eat down at prom. This video is for my girls that want to be able to walk into prom and have people do a double look like, huh? Who the flip is that? I didn't even know she went to my school. That's the type of look you're gonna get if you watch this flipping video. This video is gonna be a bit of a long one. I'm not gonna edit too much because I want you guys to actually see the real tea about how to get ready. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of advice, a lot of gems. So again, grab your popcorn, get a pen and paper to take notes because you're gonna be here for a while. But hopefully you guys like this long, chatty video because it was fun for me to make. I'm not gonna lie. So if you guys like these types of videos, then I'm gonna do more of them. It felt like we were on FaceTime, like literally it felt like we were on the phone together. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. See you guys in my next one. Okay, as I said, this video is gonna be extremely detailed, so I did do my eyebrows off camera because that alone takes me 20 minutes. This is for my wig wearers. If you're wearing wigs, put tape around the perimeter of your hairline, or you can use these barber strips, stretch it out and literally just use it on the very edge of your hairline and then do your makeup. This is going to stop makeup from getting on your lace. I'm not too fast because I'm not doing my makeup for a special occasion, but obviously prom is a special occasion, so you want to cover up that lace. You don't want to get makeup on it. Guys, it's literally 12 in the morning right now and I'm filming this for you guys, so bear with me. What you want to start with is your eyes, because if you get any type of fallout or anything like that, then you can just wipe it away with a makeup wipe. I'm just using tape so that I can have a really sharp liner look. I'm using boosted tape. This is like boob tape, so that like when you're not wearing a bra, you stick it on your boobs and stuff like that. The reason why I'm using this is because it's skin safe. Obviously you can use sellotape, but because I have this, I'm going to use it. Don't go out and buy this if you don't need to. And I'm just lining it up with my outer edge. I'm not wearing eyeliner. This is a beginner friendly tutorial, so I'm not going to do eyeliner because this is supposed to be for girls that don't really wear like a full beat of makeup, don't really know how to do eyeshadow or anything like that, but you still want to slay for prom. Having this tape here will just help you have a sharp edge. Again, we're not doing eyeliner, but we are going to do something to give you an illusion of wearing eyeliner without having to do your eyeliner. Oh my god, guys, I just realized that my light isn't even on. 1 second. That should be much better. I just realized I didn't even turn my lighting on. What the heck? So you want to use a concealer that's light, but then also quite thin. You don't want to use a concealer that's super thick. So I'm going to use this one by the Beauty Crop. It's the Weightless Wonder Creamy Concealer, and I'm going to use that to prime my eyes. When you prime your eyes, it helps your makeup last longer, like your eye makeup lasts longer, and then it also just gives a really good base as well, because a lot of the time your eyelids can be a different color. Like some people have quite veiny eyelids, or they have darker eyelids. I have darker eyelids, so I do, anytime I know that I'm going to do eyeshadow, I like to put a concealer on my eyelids. And I'm just being really careful because I've got clusters on, and if you've got eyelash extensions, you want to be careful too. Obviously, if you're wearing false lashes, then it's not too important because you're just going to stick those on after. And can you guys see that it's basically made my eyelid one color? So my eyeshadow is also going to come on so much more pigmented. Because I'm using a concealer, I'm going to set it. So again, if you're using like a specific eye primer, then don't set it. But if you're doing concealer like I am, then you're going to need to set it with a powder. You can use any powder. I'm going to set it with my Made by Mitchell Eye Brights. Even if you're using like a really cheap eyeshadow palette that doesn't really have much color payoff, it's still going to be pigmented and still give you that color payoff because you're using a nice bright base. And I'm literally just using a powder puff and then my Made by Mitchell Eye Brights palette, and I'm using the shade Solar just to set the area. When it comes to eyeshadow, you don't need to go and buy some super expensive eyeshadow, okay? You don't need to go and buy the Painted palette by James Charles, okay, for £40. You don't need to do that. Just get yourself an MUA eyeshadow palette, something with like some browns, warm brown shades, and a shimmer. That's all you flipping need. All I have is this one by Shein. Guys, I told you this is gonna be on a budget. I have this one by Shein. Everything is quite cool toned. So for my transition shades and all of that, I'm actually going to use bronzer. This tutorial is for my girls that don't have the money to be able to go and buy this and buy that and buy just for one day, okay? So I've got your back. So what you want to start with is like a fluffy blending brush like this. Ooh, chesty. A transition shade, depending on the type of look that you're doing, should be like orangey or like similar to your skin tone, like a flesh tone color. So for me, I'm just literally going to use this bronzer by Too Faced because it's like, it's not dark enough to actually be a bronzer, but it's perfect for what we need right now. And I'm literally just going to use a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to lightly put that just above the crease. Not into the crease, but just above the crease. And I'm just gonna blend that back and forth. So anytime I go in, I tap it on the outer edge, press, 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 and then blend it in towards the inner corner. Tap in the outer corner, and then blend into my inner corner. And then remember, because you've got the tape here, it doesn't really matter, like you can bring it down and it's gonna not affect the overall look anyways. And then that's my transition shade. Now I'm gonna try and deepen that up a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with this dark shade here. Pack my brush. I'm literally packing the product, packing it. Placing the product onto my outer corner, and then we're gonna kind of do like a line. Can you guys see that? Literally just going back and forth, up and down. And that's going to be our eyeliner illusion. This is what you want to do when you're not too good at doing eyeliner. And as you can see, our tape is saving us. And then close your eyes a little bit and drag it. Do you guys see how I'm dragging it down? This is literally so simple, but it's gonna look so good. And then the star of the show, you're gonna take any sparkly shade. I'm gonna take this one here that's inside of the palette. And you can use a flat brush or you can use your finger. Focus, is it focusing? We're gonna put it towards the inner corner and on the lid. And that's how you do an eyeshadow look that looks like you're so skilled. You've got your makeup done by a makeup artist, but you really just did it yourself. Like, this literally looks like I spent ages on my eyeshadow, when really and truly you guys saw that we did that in like 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. Like, look how simple that was. One thing I would recommend is investing in like a loose glitter or just a really good shimmer. Like, even if it's just like one of those singular pots of shimmers, invest in a really good shimmer shade. That's what's gonna make your prom makeup eat. Again, I just told you this palette was literally from flipping Shein. And I'm just gonna blend in that dark shade, just a tad, so it doesn't look too awkward. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye, and then I'm gonna come back for the base, because that's the most important part. But guys, just look at that. Like, you can't tell me that it doesn't look like I've spent ages on that and it literally just took me 10 minutes. If I can do that in 10 minutes, you guys can do it in 5. Okay, to spice the look up just a little bit, I'm gonna go in with this kohl eyeliner pencil. This is actually a brown, because I feel like black can look super intense sometimes. Feel free to do black if you want to, but I feel like for prom, you don't wanna look sexy. You wanna look pretty, okay? So that's why I feel like brown is your best bet. Literally just pull your eye down, look up. Don't be afraid of the pencil. You're not gonna juke yourself. And then just line your waterline. Guys, that's all the eye makeup that you need to do for right now. Then you get to peel off your tape. Can you see the wing? And you didn't even need to do eyeliner. If you are gonna do eyeliner, keep the tape on and do your eyeliner with the tape. Makeup doesn't need to be hard. Now let's get onto the base, because that's what you want to look flawless, okay? I already washed my face, did all my skincare, but I'm gonna go in with a wipe just to clean up any fallout. Again, that's why we did our eyes first, just in case any of the glitter fell on our face. We can literally just wipe it away. Obviously, the light bits from the primer is still there. We're gonna fix that, don't worry. Then I'm gonna go in my Medicube hyaluronic acid spray. You can use this. This is a little bit more expensive, or you can use this by Superdrug. It's the vitamin E hydrating mist. If you watch my TikTok tutorial on how to make sure that your makeup isn't cakey or peels, then I go a little bit more in depth in that video about why hydration and skin prep is super important. If you do not make sure your face is super hydrated, then I promise you your base when it comes to your prom makeup is gonna look so ugly. Like, it's gonna look cakey and dry. You know when the makeup is just clinging to certain places? Next up, I'm gonna use my Holoface Super Juice Glow Lightweight Moisturizer. Again, you can use any moisturizer that you have. It doesn't have to be this. But this is just my favorite moisturizer, that's why I'm using it. But any moisturizer that is just super moisturizing, as in when you put it on, you're like, will do the trick. And when you've done it, like applied it, make sure it dries down. If you do not make sure anything you put on your face dries down, then again, that is how you get peeling and makeup starts to cling in areas and it doesn't look even. And yeah, I'm just gonna let that sit on my face for a bit before I go and put primer on. For my first primer, keyword first primer, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. I recommend any girl that has any type of texture or enlarged pores to get this flipping primer. Or you can use the one, this is the liquid putty. There's one that's like dry. I used to have that, but I think I just prefer this one. Like I threw that away because I just didn't really find that it did too much for me. This one is just so much better because I feel like it sits on top of my pores rather than sinks into them. But again, when I apply this, I kind of pat it rather than rub it in. Like I pat and drag. And this just kind of forms a layer on top of your skin so that when you put your foundation on top, it comes out so flawless. And for my girls that are darker skin like me, you can see that there's kind of a cast. Don't worry about that. It's not going to impact your makeup at all. It's like, you know how sunscreen can sometimes give you a purple cast? It's the same way, but because you're putting makeup on top, it's not important. And again, you let everything dry down until you're ready to put your next product on. And to know that it's dried down, it looks quite matte on the skin. Oh yeah, let me even mention this. When I was talking about hydrating and stuff like that, the Makeup Revolution milk cream is really good as well. This is like £4 or £5. And I think Primark has their own version of this as well. So again, that's a good replacement. Now, when it comes to primers, e.l.f. or NYX. These two primers are very, very good at making sure that your makeup stays on all day, okay? And that's what you want. Especially if you're going to an after party after prom, you want your makeup to last. So again, this e.l.f. one, really, really good. Or the e.l.f. Niacinamide, I have both of them. Or the NYX face glue. Also another really, really good one. These two are just really, really good. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. This one gets really, really sticky and tacky. That's how you know your makeup is going to last all flipping night long, okay? That's what you want. You want your makeup to last, girls. You want your makeup to last. All night long, all night, all night. Can you see how it's sticky? Like, can you see? You can even hear it. Let's talk foundation. So a lot of you were saying to me how you're not too sure what type of foundation to get. If you want that full coverage look, you're gonna use the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour Skin Tint. It's a skin tint, but when I tell you this is gonna give you coverage, oh, it's gonna give you flipping coverage. Now, if you want more of a natural look, not super natural, like you still want a little bit of coverage, but let's just say you're someone that's got freckles and you still kind of want your freckles to peek through just a little bit, you want a cushion foundation. And this one is by Sculpted by Amy. I've been using this a lot recently and I absolutely love it. Like, a cushion foundation is your best bet if you want that type of, still got the coverage there, but not super duper heavy coverage. Another foundation, this is the Beauty Crop Weightless Wonder. This is supposed to be a skin tint again. I don't know about that because this is actually really good when I'm going out with the girls type foundation. Again, it's a serum foundation, but it's still got that little bit of coverage, okay? I'm gonna use the Maybelline because that's easier to get than this one, but they're roughly the same price. I think this is like maybe £15 and then this is under 10. I'm gonna use this one because again, it's easy to grab. What you're gonna do is just put it on your face like this. And also I think this has more shades. And also like you can actually go into the shop and shade match yourself. If you don't know your foundation shade, you don't know how to shade match, stick to something that you can buy in Superdrug or Boots, okay? We're using a brush. You need to grow up, baby girl. No more beauty blender. This is Prom, okay? No more beauty blender. You want coverage, yeah? You want full glam brush. And you're gonna pat, not drag, pat. And that's gonna give you a flawless result. The reason why your foundation looks streaky is because you're dragging your foundation. Pat, 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 pat. And take your time. Don't be, oh, prom's in an hour, I need to rush. No, you should have been doing your makeup from morning. If you follow this routine, your makeup is gonna last all flipping night long. So you can do your makeup at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's still gonna look the same at 5 p.m. Do you get it? Now remember how I said we're gonna fix our eyes because we've got like a super light area. What you now wanna do is you wanna get your foundation brush, don't add any extra product. Then get the brush that you use to blend out your concealer around your eyebrows and you wanna dab it into the brush. And then tap. And that's gonna help blend everything together and make your eyeshadow look more seamless and blended. Now girls, yeah, I understand it's trendy to do the pink blush, but one thing about Prom is that you're gonna look back at these pictures. You don't wanna look back at these pictures and say, I wish I didn't put that much blush on. So yes, we are going to do blush, but we're not gonna do, okay? You're not flipping Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So we're gonna do blush, but it's not gonna be, so we're always gonna start off with a liquid or cream blush. The one that I'm using is by P. Louise. You can get this on TikTok shop, I'm pretty sure. And I think it's like £5. You're gonna start here with your blush, yeah? The second one I'm going to use is by Made by Mitchell. And I think this is again like £5. This is a darker blush. So I'm putting it closer to my cheek. You know the apples? I'm putting it close to the apples. You put the light one on the outer, you put the darker one here. You can use a beauty blender or you can use a stippling brush. I prefer to use a stippling brush and we're just gonna blend. No concealer yet, blush first. Just trust me. I used to be someone that would do my concealer first. I've converted because this just looks so much better. Okay. Oh guys, the makeup is just coming together already. I just love it, like girls, like, oh, you know what, look like girls. If you follow this tutorial properly, you're gonna look like the baddest babe at prom. Like, I can only imagine it, like, you're all gonna look so good. And go underneath your eyes, okay? And blend upwards, up to Jesus. It's a Sunday as well, child. Everyone's always asking me, how do you cover spots? How do you cover spots? Listen, this is the spottiest I've ever been because my period is due, yeah? And do you see any imperfections? No, you don't, because my routine is bulletproof. This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. Cool, now it's time for concealer. If you guys watched my TikTok, you better have watched it. I showed you guys concealers that are the best to buy from Superdrug or Boots. Elf Soft Glam. You're gonna want one that's close to your skin tone but a shade lighter, and then you're gonna want a bright one. You're gonna start off with the one that's closest to your skin tone. Put it on your chin, your nose, and your forehead. You're then gonna go in with a lighter one. The reason why I really like this concealer is because it's buildable. If you're someone that wants super coverage, you can just put more. If you're someone that doesn't want too much coverage, you can put less, but you're gonna get a flawless result. Now this is the key, girls, yeah? Wait for it to dry. Don't fast up yourself. Wait 5-10 minutes, go get a snack. Honestly, you've got enough time to go to the fridge and go get yourself some juice, a little bit of toast, a little bit of bread and butter. That's how long you wanna wait for this to dry. If you don't wait for your concealer to dry, all right, just know I didn't help with the makeup. Don't come to me talk about, oh Hinja, like I followed your routine but I didn't let the concealer dry and that's why my concealer didn't look full coverage and it didn't look bad and I didn't eat down Prom. Don't come to me because I told you to let it dry but you didn't want to let it dry because you want to fast up yourself and you want to rush like Prom ain't waiting for you, babe. When you do your makeup correctly, everybody at Prom is waiting for you to make your attendance. When you want to fast up yourself and do your concealer quickly, no one cares. Oh, it's Molly that just walked through the door. Who cares about Molly? Sophie, just walk. Sophie, I don't care. But when you let it sit and marinate, they're going to be saying, where's Sophie? What I go on for Hannah? Hannah, where's Hannah? Trust me. I'm telling you, let it dry. Cool, so my concealer is now dry. I'm going to blend it out. You want a flat brush. No beauty blenders. What did I tell you about beauty blenders? No beauty blenders were used in this tutorial. So don't now go pick up your beauty blender because I never told you to pick one up, okay? This is a dupe of the real technique. Don't go and buy the real one. Don't blend up, blend where you put the product. Don't blend it, oh, I want to go. No. Blend it where you put it, which is just here. The reason why we put it so close to the nose is so you can snatch your nose. Me personally, I don't know how to do nose contour, okay? So I reverse contour. I use my concealer to contour my nose. When you leave the concealer, it blends so easily and it gives you such a flawless... I don't even got to say too much. Look how nice it look. If you can't reach that corner, blend it with a smaller brush. Oh, I've got eye booger. Does anyone else just get eye boogers all the time? It's so irritating, like. It's just ruining the vibe. And take your time. I keep telling you lot to take your time. Yes, you're seeing me do it fast. But I do my makeup all day, every day. You don't. You're new to this, not true to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Do you know what it is? I think this is the best my makeup has looked in such a long time. And I ain't even got nowhere to go. I was gonna say, let me call my man. I ain't even got a man to call. Now your forehead, you don't have to blend it perfectly, nor do you have to blend your chin, because you're gonna put bronzer. Now we're gonna get out our cream bronzer. I'm using my Made by Mitchell curve case. I got my curve case when it was on sale for £10. If you don't have a curve case, I don't know what to tell you, because you should have got it when it was £10. If you can get it now, still for under £20, get it. But I've had this for literally 2 years and it's nowhere near running out. Like, it's a really good investment. But if you really can't get it, then you can get the Made by Mitchell bronzers, just one shade, and I think it's like £5. You can get the bronze like on its own. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't told you guys any shades that I'm using because I want this tutorial to be universal. I don't want it to be a thing where it's like only black girls can watch it, because it's mainly about the techniques and the products that I'm using, rather than this is a tutorial for black girls only. Like, I want everyone to be able to learn from this video. So I'm not telling you guys the shades, not because I'm gatekeeping. If you ask, I'll tell you in the comments, but just because it's just not really necessary. But if you do need me to tell you, I will tell you later if you ask. The reason why I love the Made by Mitchell curve case and all of Made by Mitchell's like bronzing products is because it's so easy to use. You do not need to be a makeup artist because everything just blends so easily. Like, it's insane. I don't know how he made this. I don't know what's the ingredients, but he just did so well with it. I've never experienced a product that blends out the way that his curve case or his products just do. Genuinely, like Made by Mitchell, you're a star, babe. I'm gonna use the brush that I used for my blush because I feel like the blush is getting a bit hidden. Now this is the creams all on my face, looking gorgeous. Now it's time to powder. What you need is one of these. If you don't have one of these, don't even bother with your prom makeup. Don't bother, because it's gonna turn out terrible. Go to Primark, go to Shein and get yourself one of these. You can get them from Superdrug and stuff like that, but they're so overpriced. If you get it from Primark, you'll get like 2 for £1. Now this powder that I'm using is by W7 and it's a purple powder. You can use a purple or a pink powder depending on your skin tone. Because I'm darker, I'm using purple. If you're a light skinned babe or a white girl, use pink. And just press it into your skin. Loose powder, okay? That is what's going to make sure your face eats. We are in 2026. You don't need to bake anymore. Baking is for 2016. You don't need to bake. You just need to press your loose powder in with a powder puff. And I only put that underneath my eyes because I just feel like it blends your concealer and your blush in. So I don't even need to explain, do I? Because it just looks so flipping gorgeous. And this is by W7. It was like £3, okay? Thank you. Now I won't lie to you guys, this powder is not £3. You can use the Makeup Revolution loose powder. I don't have it, but I used to use it when I was younger and it was really, really good. But I'm just putting that all over my face. This is by Kaya Cosmetics. Again, you don't have to use this. It's about £30. You can use the Makeup Revolution one. It does the same thing. And I'm just using that to set my whole face. Bronzer time. I'm going to use this one by NYX. It's the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. There's a million shades of this, so you're going to be able to find your shade, don't worry. And it smells like chocolate. This is super pigmented, so I don't use too much. And then I just tap. Oh, guys, that was my phone. Don't worry, I'm alive. And I literally just tap it into my skin. My nose, I do rub it. But yeah, that's it. And then for blush, I'm going to use Made by Mitchell. I was going to say I don't have an affordable blush, but I do. I'm going to use the Made by Mitchell palette for my blush. And then I'm going to use like a pointed brush. I'm going to mix Dream House and Sugarcane together. And again, not too crazy on the blush, girls. It's prom. You want to be able to look back at your pictures and still be happy with what they looked like. So I'm not going too crazy on the blush. Keeping it quite light. And you kind of want to recreate that ombre that you did with your cream/liquid blushes. And that is literally it. Now we're going to set our face. So first you're going to want something that's like a liquid. So you can either use the Beauty Crop Dewy Bounce, or you can use the NYX the face glue. And I'm going to use the NYX the face glue. You can get this in Superdrug or you can get it in Boots. Cover your eyes and give you a good spritz. What you'll notice is that I do my setting sprays before I do my mascara, because if I make a mess, I can just wipe it off. Let that dry down. Sorry guys if the camera moved. Then you want to use a setting mist that's like this. This is going to make sure that your makeup don't move, okay? This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. They have a new version of this, which is the cherry scented flavor. So if you don't like the smell of this, try the cherry one. Again, it's like £6 in Superdrug or Boots. It's going to make your makeup stay all day. Give it a really good shake, okay guys? Really good shake. Look up. And hold your breath because it's very like fumey. I'm gonna do my mascara off camera because I don't have a lower end mascara. The one that I have is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This one is just really, really good. So I'm gonna do that off camera because number one, I make an ugly face when I do my mascara, and number two, I don't have an affordable mascara to show you. So I'll be back when I'm doing my lips. Okay guys, we're back and I'm now gonna do my lips. Again, you're gonna hate me because this is still a high-end lip combo. The main thing is that you don't want to use a lip liner that's too dark. One thing a lot of people do, and they make a mistake, especially when it comes to prom, is you don't want a super dark lip liner. Keep it light. You just want it to be maybe 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone. This one is by Too Faced, and it actually plumps your lips as well. So as you can see guys, this is basically my skin tone. It's not too dark. And also, don't overline your lips too crazy either. Like, overline it subtly. Don't go too crazy. And I would also recommend not doing a lip combo that's gonna, like a 3-step lip combo. Honestly, just keep it lip liner and something easy on the gloss, because you don't want to have to be reapplying your lip combo every 5 minutes at prom, because you're going to be eating, you're going to be drinking, you're going to be talking, you're going to be laughing. Your lips are not going to stay all the time, so you are going to have to reapply, but you don't want to be spending the whole of prom redoing your lips. Can you guys see how this lip liner isn't super dark? Like, it's much lighter than what I would typically do. You guys see me on a regular basis. You guys know I like to do dramatic purple, pink, all of that. Just keep the lip combo super soft, super pretty. I'm using this lipstick by P. Louise. And I'm just dabbing it on, keeping it in the center of my lips, so it gives that illusion of bigger lips. And then I'm gonna go with my Matching Lip Injections lip gloss to give me that plump. And then it's got like a little pink shimmer in it as well. So it's gonna look like I did more with my lips than I actually did. And that is it, girls. And I'm gonna put body shimmer on, because that's another thing that you guys really should be doing. Like prom, your arms, your chest is gonna be out. So you definitely wanna put some form of body shimmer on. The one that I'm going to use right now is this one by Coco and Eve. Giving it a good shake and then apply it on with a brush. Do not use your hands. You don't want to get your hands dirty, because once your hands are dirty, I promise you that dress is finished. You just want to use a nice brush. And then if you have a slit in your dress as well, you're gonna wanna put some of this on your legs as well. Especially when you take pictures, this is really gonna look incredible. Like, you're gonna look so good when you take pictures. And it helps you smell good too, because this one in particular smells incredible. But there's so many body shimmers that you can get. You can even get one from Primark as well. So you don't have to spend too much money. And can you guys just see that? So that's it. That's the makeup look. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys eat down your prom, because if you follow this tutorial, you're gonna eat down. But I hope you guys enjoy your proms. And guys, show me on Instagram, take pictures and show me on Insta, send me TikToks. I want to see how gorgeous you girls look, because I know that you're all gonna look gorgeous. And yeah, pop out, eat down, because that's what I want to see. That's what the girls want to see. Okay, but I'll see you girls in my next one. Bye.